So, what is a clean room? Why we need to talk about it? Clean rooms are designated area where artificial environment is created and where parameters like pressure, humidity and temperature are under control, and it is so much regulated to avoid any contamination. Such facility is usually employed at pharmaceutical industry or unit manufacturing microprocessors of computer or mobile. Clean rooms are designed to maintain extremely low level of particulates such as dust, airborne organism or vaporized particles. But why we are talking about it here? Do we require such clean rooms in a hospital? One place in healthcare facility where we want maximum sterile environment is operation theater. Let's see in detail how OT environment is kept sterile nowadays with modern technology. To understand it more on detail, let's first see how typical any clean room is contamination is measured. It is measured by amount of airborne particles present within a cubic foot of air, and particles are measured in micron. Any clean room is classified by the amount of micron size particle in 1 cubic foot of air. An ambient outdoor air in a typical urban area has around 35 million particles per cubic mm of zero point 0.5 micron size. The clean room class is the level of cleanliness the room complies with according to the quantity and the size of particle per volume of air. The primary authority in the US and Canada is ISO classification system, that is ISO 146441. This standard includes the clean room classes from ISO 1 to ISO 9, with ISO 1 being the cleanest and ISO 9 the dirtiest class. So coming to a basic question, what is operating room? It is a designated area of hospital to conduct surgery safely. It involves two major aspects. Number one is the space. Number two is specialty requirement. Talking about space, space should be adequate, which is safe from infection control point of view. It should always have separate area for scrub, change area, proper barrier, electrical safety and power backup. Talking about specialty requirement, it means they require manpower, equipment and facility based on surgery performed. For example, separate OT is required for neurosurgery as well as orthopedic surgery or cardiac surgery, and nowadays transplant OTs too. They are having altogether different requirement for suction apparatus, cautery, surgical instrument and other surgical and anesthesia related instrument. Let's see how infection commonly occurs in operating room. Number 1, poor hand washing practices. When OT personnel involved in handling the tissues do not scrub for adequate time. Number 2, non-sterile surgical practices like touching the unsterile areas during sterile surgical procedures. Number 3, CSSD problem. When surgical instruments are not being autoclaved adequately and also the indicators are not being checked. Number 4, contaminated OT atmosphere. When HEPA filters are not regularly validated in time, leading to high particulate count in OT. Peri-op antimicrobial prophylaxis. No protocol being followed or antibiotic not given within 1 hour of surgery. Lastly, terminal disinfection protocol and application. That is, in between two cases, terminal cleaning is not done, or if at all done, but performed inadequately. You might think how one can prevent infection in an operating room. This can be done by three basic ways. Number one, by eliminating the source. Number two, by stopping the spread of infection. And lastly, maintaining a sterile atmosphere in operating room. Let's quickly summarize it in short.